Dad drained my medical trust fund to pay off my half-brother's gambling debt without telling me because I was turning 18 soon and would have found out anyways. Then he and my stepmom grounded me for a week when I told my G-parents what they did. When I was born, my mom died on the same day. Everyone says it wasn't my fault, but when your first breath is the moment your mother takes her last, that guilt sticks to your skin. I was born with a disability. I can do basic things now, but the doctors warned her my future might come with serious medical problems. They told her not to continue the pregnancy. She refused. She chose me and paid with her life. Before she died, she set up a medical trust fund in my name so I would always have something to fall back on when my body started betraying me. I only found out about that fund a few weeks ago, right after my dad told me he had emptied it. After mom's funeral, my dad didn't even want to take me home. My grandparents did. For 4 years, they were my real parents. Dad just visited, always too busy, too broken, too something to actually be a father. Then he met Christina. Suddenly he wanted me back. Suddenly we were going to be a real family. I was a kid. I wanted to believe him. For a while, it even felt okay. Christina was kind. Dad tried. I thought, finally, this is what a family feels like. Then Christina got pregnant. The second her miracle baby showed up on the ultrasound, I stopped being their child and became extra luggage. The bonding stopped. The affection stopped. The effort stopped. When my half-brother was born, they threw a huge party and called him their real child in front of everyone. I stood in the corner, invisible, listening to my dad say he finally had a biological child he could be proud of. My brother got everything. Birthdays, trips, love, attention. I got nothing. No parties, no happy birthday, no photos on the walls. When guests came over, they made me stay in my room and told people I was just shy. But when it came to grades, my dad suddenly remembered I existed. You turn 18 and you're on your own, he would say. I'm not paying for college. I'm not paying for anything. Meanwhile, my grandparents never forgot me. They celebrated my birthdays, showed up for me, tried to talk sense into my dad. He always said the same thing. She killed my wife. I'll never forgive her. Then my golden half-brother discovered online gambling. He had been secretly using Christina's card for months. By the time they noticed, he had lost a lot of money and racked up debt. My dad freaked out. Devices confiscated, yelling, broken plates, tantrums. Christina kept whispering, he's just a kid. He didn't mean it. I stayed out of it. Their perfect family, their problem. Or so I thought. One morning, I came downstairs and everything felt wrong. Dad was smiling at me. Christina had made chocolate pancakes for me. These people do not do nice. Not for me. So I asked what was going on. That was when Dad told me, calmly, like it was no big deal. He said my mother had left a medical fund for me before she died. He also said he had just used it to pay off my brother's gambling debt. The money meant for my survival was gone, to bail out the child they actually love. I didn't even know the fund existed. He had hidden it my entire life. And now that I was turning 18 and would have found out anyway, he decided to confess. Christina jumped in, saying it wasn't fair for me to have so much money when I wasn't really disabled and could still do normal things. They actually said helping their son was a better use for it than my future medical care. When I asked, shaking, how he could steal from me like that, Dad snapped. He said he didn't need my permission, that I didn't deserve it anyway, that I should be grateful he hadn't kicked me out. Then he said it again. You killed my wife. I told my grandparents everything. They were furious. They confronted him, and he doubled down, said I had no right to involve them, that it was family business. After that, he and Christina went nuclear. They took my phone, threatened to kick me out, and refused to feed me for a week. I finally grabbed my brother's iPad and called my grandfather. He and my grandmother showed up immediately. My grandma stormed in, told my dad he wasn't just cruel, he was abusive, and what he did was illegal. After a screaming match, they took me home with them. Now I live with my grandparents. I'm safe. And there's one more thing. My grandfather decided that every cent my dad stole from my trust will come out of his inheritance. In fact, my dad is being cut out of the will completely. His entire share is going to me. My aunt still gets hers. My dad gets nothing. When he found out, he lost it. Said I was ruining his future. Offered to maybe pay my college as a compromise, as if that made up for years of neglect and theft. I told him I was done. Done being his punching bag. Done paying for sins that were never mine. My mom gave her life so I could have a future. He tried to steal that future. Now I'm finally getting it back.